Hello everyone, Julia Sheehan here, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Brisbane, Queensland. Today I'd like to show you how I made these cards. But before I start, I'd really like to say a big thank you to my daughter Jamie and her partner Chris, who gave me a new tripod to do my filming, as I was using a stick and a ruler to hold my phone up. So now I actually have proper equipment. Anyway, the things we'll need for these cards today, and this is the one we're going to be doing, are a piece of old olive measuring 5 7/8 of an inch by 8 1/4 inches, a piece of whisper white measuring 5 5/8 of an inch by 3 7/8 of an inch, and that's because I'm just going to give it a little bit wider border, a piece of whisper white approximately 6 inches by 3 1/2 inches, and just a little off cut as an extra piece as well. Now the colours I'm using are Old Olive and Daffodil Delight, and I'm using the Stazon Jet Black ink pad as well. Now the stamp sets I'm using are this beautiful little one that's in the new catalogue called Be Thankful, and it's just really cute. I love the little bee on it. And I'm adding to that this flower from Flourishing Phrases, and I'm also using the little bee out of Dragonfly Dreams. So they're the sets you need, but of course you flower if you've got a different set that you could use a flower from, and I'm using the leaves too. Just go ahead and pick out something that would suit you. Okay, now the first thing I'm going to do is to just fold my piece of old olive, and I actually watched Gaynor Boyce do this, and she always folds her cardstock on her cutter, and it gives you the perfect shape straight away. So many thanks for that tip, Gaynor. Okay, now I'm just going to put some scrap paper down here, and I've got my piece of whisper white, which I'm going to do my stamping on. And the first thing I'm going to do is the background flowers, and you can see on these I did it in the Gorgeous Grape, this one, and Garden Green, and I used a full shaped piece of cardstock and just rounded the corners, but this one I decided to just trim around it as I felt and then pop that on, and I actually quite like the way this one looks as well. So I mean, it's a choice, you could do either, so I just thought I'd put both there so you could see. Okay, so I'll just pop those over there for the moment. Now I need my stamps, and I made a big mistake the other day when I was doing this. I hadn't both my stamp pads open, and I should have put my stamp on it, because I ended up putting the old olive stamp into my Daffodil Delight stamp, which was frustrating. But anyway, I fixed it all up, so it was all good in the end. So all I'm doing is just randomly sort of putting these down on here. I'm going to put one there, another one about there. Let's try that again. I'll just flip that up and we'll start again. Only have to move it the slightest bit, and of course you get the rim of the stamp, and I didn't want that. I have to be careful, it's happened to me a couple of times. I think I'm just a little bit unsteady. So stamp pad on there for the moment. I don't want to mess it up again. And then all I'm doing is sort of just fitting these in. Again, trying not to move them. I find this one does the same thing. And I might put one up that way this time. It's just so easy to rock it when you're only using part of it. Okay, then I'm going to put another one here. part of, oh, I might do the leaves again up here. Because it doesn't really matter where you put them, it's just to make a background. I don't want them actually coming out from under the flowers necessarily. That's not what I was aiming for. I'm not going to worry about that little bit because you won't see it. Like that. Bit on there. And I might put a touch of a leaf there. Okay, that'll do. Just close up my ink pads before I do anything silly again. Just pop that aside for the moment, that can dry. And then this piece here, now this is, I've put the bee, little bee with the thanks written on it on my big block. I probably could have done it in the Stamparatus, but oh, I'm having a good run today. But I think it'll work okay here. Just making sure it's fully covered. Okay, cover that up. Right, and I'm just going to just hold that down for a second to make sure that it copies over well. Okay, lovely. Whilst I'm at it, I'm just going to get the little scrap of paper, the cardstock, the Whisper White, and I'm also going to do the bee as well. I'll remember to take that off this time. And with this one, you do have to press down quite well to get the bee image to come out. Ah, it's really sticky, this one. I don't know why. For some reason it sticks to the cardstock all the time. Ah, that's better. And then I'm just going to run that through my Big Shot and I'll be back. Okay, there it is. All done. Alright, this is a gorgeous little die too. Okay, so now it's just a matter of fixing it all up and putting it together. Now I'm using Daffodil Delight in the dark one for this, and as you can see from this, this is how I'm going to colour it. I'm going to use the brush end though, and just fill it all in. And I'm not going to make you sit there and watch me do all this, so I'll come back once I've done it. And this, the T, the A and the K, they're done just with a basic black marker as well. I'm only using the Daffodil Delight dark on this card, and the old olive, the old olive I will be using both, because I'm just going to do the leaves in two colours. So we'll do the dark there and the light on the bottom part of each leaf. There we go. And the bee will be done in the Daffodil Delight as well. There we go. and I'll finish that off. And what I'm doing with the wings is I've used Pool Party, just so that the wings do stand out. I did the last one in the light Pool Party, but somehow I've misplaced that. And it'll turn up as soon as I finish the video for sure. And then I've got the rich raspberry, dark in the middle, and the light rich raspberry for the other two sides of his little flower, just for a little bit of contrast. Okay, I'll be back when I finish that. Okay, that's now finished. And you might have noticed before I just did go slightly out of the lines there with the Stampin' Blend, and I used the colour lifter pen to remove that. Absolutely brilliant. Just took it away straight away. So when you order them, make sure that somewhere in there you order the colour lifter. It's this one here. And it, yeah, just removes it. It's brilliant. Absolutely love it. So yeah, now the little bee that we're going to use, again, I have no idea where my light Pool Party went. I'm quite surprised it's missing, but that's what happens usually when I start a video. So I'll do the leaves in that as the wings in that as well. I just want them to show up a bit. So again, we'll just go over that, and just a little bit of the Daffodil Delight on the bee, just like that, just on those little wide areas. Okay, there's our bee done as well. Alright, now next thing is to cut this out. And really, it's up to you. However you want to go around it, just trim it as you like. Now, to all those left-handers out there who are using right-handed scissors, I know exactly how you feel. However, these are good scissors, these Stampin' Up scissors, and it would really be great if one day a left-hander's pair came out as well. I had a left-handed knife for years and it was brilliant. It was so good for cutting vegetables and everything, but somewhere along the way I think it may have gone out in the rubbish after peeling veggies. The kids used to like using it too because it was a smaller knife, but that's just what happens. I'm sure you've all lost knives at some stage or another. Now, I've just gone roughly around that. Any little bits that you feel that you want to just smooth off, just go back and fix that. Really doesn't matter how you do it. It's up to you. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the old olive to go around the edges of that, just so it makes it stand out there on the page. So just with your sponge or your dauber, just go around. It also helps detract if there's any like cutting spots that you're not really happy with. It sort of seems to smooth them down and just cover them up so they don't seem quite so bad. I tend to be quite picky at what I do, and my kids always say to me, "Mum, you can't see it," but to me I can, so but anyway, that's all we have to do for that. And our little bee's done. Our background's done. So now all it is a matter of putting the whole thing together. So I'm just going to move all that aside. And I'll get my card base, good old Tombow. And just remembering you've got just a slightly bigger border this time. I just think with so much yellow on the card, it's nice to have the old olive more prominent around the edges than I normally have things. Okay, now for our little bee here, I'm going to put some dimensionals on that. There they are. And again, just put them on wherever you feel you want to have them. I tend to be over cautious. I always think if I'm giving something to someone, I'd hate for it to something to happen to it and not be stuck down properly. So I'll just put a little bit there. All right, then it's a matter of just getting all these off. I don't know if anybody else has the same problem, but I seem to walk these things through the house all the time, forever sweeping them up. I don't know how they get there because I think I've put them all in the bin, but it happens. Okay, so now I'm going to put that about there. Just gently press that down. Get our little bee. It's flown away. There it is. And I'm just going to put one of these ones from the bottom because it just fits really well onto the little bee right there, like that. And I'm just going to take that off and have him flying away or flying to, oh, actually like that. Might have him flying towards it. A bit different to the other one. The other one's flying away. He's flying toward. And there you have it. There are all the different ones that you can do. I've done that one using this new corner punch, and I just used it on the rectangular sheet. But basically you can sort of mix it up any way you like. So that's my video for today. It's a bit short, but if anyone would like to purchase any of the items I used today, they are available in my online store. It doesn't matter where you are in Australia to order through my store, as all the items are shipped directly to you. So they don't have to come to me first and then to you. They go straight to you. And Stampin' Up delivers really quickly. If anyone has any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me, send a message, whatever you like, and I'll do my best to help you. And I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel if you can, and just turn on the little bell so that you know when I've done another video, or on Facebook if you turn on your notifications. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been having a look at my videos, and I really appreciate it. And I love what I do. I love doing this, so it's really nice to know that people are looking at them, and I'm getting some really nice comments and things, and it's just nice to share what you do with somebody else. So that's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed it. It's a nice, simple, easy card, and you can use whatever you like for your backgrounds. But anyway, have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.